Hey y'all, hey, it's Heather, Velvet Maya's Design. I'm on a little bit early because, you know, I need some time for our project tonight, so plus I want to just get myself shot around. So if you're catching this, you're probably catching the replay. Welcome to tell me hi that you stopped back in. Otherwise, if you just want to hang out for a couple minutes, we're just going to get things started in just a few, or you can fast forward, totally up to you. Totally up to you. So for those of you that didn't see my post, this is my attempt of 10 days of life. This is day one. Hey, how are you? I can't see you that far away, so hold on, I'm going to pull this up so that I can see what's going on and I can say hi to all my friends. Hey Deb and Maribel, how are ya? All right, so yeah, if you're new to me or just started to follow me, my name is Heather, Velvet Maya's Design, and I'm going to attempt a series, I'm going to commit to 10 consecutive days of lives. So wish me luck, y'all. Wish me luck, right? I always say if Murphy's Law can happen, it will happen to me. He loves me. He finds me wherever he can. Loves you, know, just be like, hey, I'm here. You know what I mean? So, anyway, if I can just make sure that, like, no crazies happen, right? Nothing crazy happens, health and all of that, knock on wood. Just like tonight, you know, I intended to go live at 7, and then just like that, as soon as I post it and claim all the things, it changes, right? Just kids stuff. All right, so I think I've got us pulled up. All right, so tonight's project, hey Lori, I did say 7:45. I did, and then I did an update because of my children's. I'll tell you. I mean, it's good, right? It's good. And for those that can't make it, you know, you can certainly catch the replay. But as soon as I posted it and claimed it and put it in existence, you know that stuff changed just like that. So anyway, I'll tell you all about that. Yes, I know. Oh, I see. But see, you're smart and you have your live notifications on, I can tell. So you knew that I went live anyway. But yeah, it's all good. I'll tell you. Hey, Tony. Hey, Nancy. You missed the update, but catching you anyway. That's because you're on it, girl. You are on it. I appreciate it. Hey, Cindy. All right, so I'm gonna get things started here. I know I'm a little bit early, but you know we're in. We'll get moving. If anybody misses anything and they want to know some details, then you can certainly see it on the replay. All right, so let's get things started. I think I can see comments pretty well. All right, so I'm gonna do this bee here. See this lovely thing? I got this from General Wholesale on one of their weekly lives. I love it. I just love it. I love all things bee. So behind me, we have a grapevine. So I'm gonna work on an oval grapevine. I think it's an 18-inch. I'm pretty sure it's not a 24-inch. I'm pretty sure it's an 18-inch. And I have a vision. So first things first though, when I got this, I have looked at this on my table now for about 2 days, and I have tried to fall in love and get past with one small thing. I'm gonna show it to you, and maybe you're all like, Heather, you got issues, but do you see how the top line burlap doesn't go all the way end to end? Can you see that? Every time I look at this bee, my eye goes right to that. It is a huge bugaboo for me. So what I have decided to do is, before we get started with the actual grapevine, is I got to fix this. So I've picked out my bee selection, my ribbon selection for tonight. And so this is what I'm using. I'm going to show you all my ribbons first. I'm going really Farmhouse. I'm using like drapey asparagus ferns and things like that. I'm kind of going for this like greenery with just all whites and creams, Farmhouse look, right? Okay, so I'm going to use, of course, you know, my Amazon 4-inch, love this stuff, burlap. I'm going to bring in this. This is by D. Stevens. I love this. It's like this like cabana stray, but it's like burlap with black, and I love that. So I have these two bee ribbons that I'm going to work in. Both are cream and black and have bee on. Now, look, y'all know I'm an open book with y'all, and I tell you my struggles because I believe we're in good company. But you know, I struggle with One Direction ribbon, so this is going to be fun because I chose not one, but two. So I'm going to probably have a headache when we're done. But Anyway, and then I chose this expandable, kind of like that chicken wiry look. It's that expandable, you know, ribbon, because it just kind of goes farmhousey. And then, you know, you got to have a little bit of a 1-inch gingham. So that's what I'm working with. I can't promise that all of it will make it into the bow by means of like big 2 loops and all of that stuff, but it'll have some presence. So that's that. So what I've decided to do is with this thing right here that's bugging me, is I'm going to bring in one of the burlap ribbons that I'm using. I figure, why not? Let's make it make sense. So I'm going to take this top stripe, and I've toyed around with going every other, but I think I'm going to do the top stripe and the bottom stripe only, and I'm going to go over it. I'm going to cut a strip of this black and tan and go over it, hot glue it on, and then we'll put it on the wreath. Okay, so sound good? So that's the plan, Stan. So hey Sharon, how are you? Hey Nancy, thanks for making it in here, lady. Thanks for all my friends. All my friends are showing up. Hey Carlene, hey lady, hey Leilani, Lonnie, hey Aunt Roxanne, how are ya? All right, so let's just do that. I don't know why I can't get past it. I've tried. I'm like, oh, you know, it's like, why? I don't know why it bothers me. It just bothers me. It's like it didn't go all the way, right? It just didn't. And it's just gotta. So that's that. But all right, so I'll tell you all, I'm going to tell you all why. I'm going to just cut this in half. It's a 2.5-inch ribbon, so I don't math really well. It really hurts my head, so y'all can math. What's half of 2.5 inches? Is that 1 7/5? 1 3/4? 1 3/4? All right. I don't know. Anyway, that's what we're doing here. That's what we're working with. Hey, Mary. Hi. And Mary. I have 2 Marys. Mary Williams and Mary, is it Arellano? Arellano? And my mom's here. Hey, Mom. All right, so, and Giselle. I saw Giselle in here. All right, so here's my story, y'all, of why, as soon as I claimed it in existence of doing 10 days of live. So, first of all, let's talk about that, right? So, I got some friends out here that are doing some lives right now and are just rocking it, and a lot of inspiration, right? So, my friend Patricia, she's Wildflower LA. If you don't follow her, you should. She is just precious. She's a wreath maker, and she makes table decor and stuff too. And she's from Louisiana, and she just has beautiful style and a very sweet spirit about her. So check her out. She's doing 30 days of live, so like, you know, like 10 days, laugh at that, ha ha ha. So all I did was go over that, and now we have covered up what I could not stop focusing on, and I'm gonna, just to bring it all together, I'm gonna do a piece down here. So if you haven't checked out Patricia, check her out. So she's on that. Then I have another friend, Amber, with Crazy Craftin' Mama. And like, her name must say it all, right? Like she's on like, I was teasing, but I'm serious. She's on like, she did a 60 days of lives, but she surpassed that. So, I mean, how incredible is that? She's a mom of 3, and you know, y'all, like, you just got to get inspired by people that are, I don't know, trying to make it with their small business. So then my friend Nadia was like, she and I text quite a bit. And she was like, Heather, she was like, we need to do days of lives. And we went through like some variations of numbers, but ultimately we landed on 10 because we believed it was a number we could commit to. It was a number of projects we could pull together and be good projects, you know, meaningful projects. And yeah, it was funny how we came about that, right, Nadia? If you're in here, I don't know. But anyway, so Nadia will be going on live later tonight at 8 Eastern is her time. All right, so this is what we did to fix up the bee that bugged me so bad. I want to clip this off, even though, well, actually, the way that I have this plan to be positioned in the wreath, you will see the back of the bee's hiney. You will. All right, I just want to make sure that's on there well. And this isn't unsightly. All right, so day 1 of 10. I have planned out quite a lot of projects too, so I hope that you'll like it. All right, so this is what we're working with. Now I'm going to turn you so that we have a view of the actual wreath. So hang tight. Voila. How did that go? Are we good? Maybe we should come in a little bit just so you have a good view. How about that? A little bit better? Okay. Now look, y'all, I have on flip-flops, so if any of y'all have feet problems, sorry. My feet aren't ugly though, so that, I guess that helps maybe. I don't know. Anyway, let's set the vision here. All right, so oval grapevine, 18-inch, my mossy bee. This is where I want him. I want him right here, right? Right here on the bottom, square. Oh, I have a price tag on him. Let's cut him off. Y'all, I try to be Mini Pearl every dang day, so you got to catch me. All right. So I already have my things in there to attach him here. And then this is where I see my bow. Before I get to the bow, though, this is what we're going to do. Let me put him to a side for a second. I'm going to set up my vision here. We'll see if we make this happen. So I have this asparagus fern. And what I see here is, if I tried it out where I just kind of took half of this, half and half, and I kind of draped it from side to side to see the look. I feel like it's not quite full enough. So I pulled out a second bush and I decided I will do clippings from it. Look, there's another tag because Heather, you know. So this is kind of the vision where it'll be very like drapey, down like that. And then we're working with, as far as flowers. So remember I said all whites and creams. So we're working with some white ranunculus and then some magnolias. And these are magnolias that you get from Marshall's and Hobby Lobby. I think I've got 2 different bushes and they're one from each. One, I can tell the leaves are different, so one from each. Then I have a little bushel of roses, and the reason that I love these are the buds. I probably will just use some of those little buds and have them kind of like hanging. And then of course some cream 60919. I have some other like greenery, some ferns and all of that to bring it together, but that's kind of what we're going for, y'all. And I showed you the ribbon in the beginning, so you know what we're kind of working with. So that's where we're at. So I'm going to get the bee on first. And let me check and make sure there's no comments and any of that good stuff. You rarely wear shoes. Yeah, I don't wear shoes in my home. That's kind of our rule. So our home rule is no shoes. You know, you take them off when you get in the door. But I will wear slippers and things like that. And I do have, I have like a pair of flip-flops that I don't typically wear outside of the house. So I'll wear them. But yeah, most of the time when you see me on lives, I'm in slippers. So, hey, Sandy. It was like 80 something days of live. Was it? Like, it was so many. She did so great. And she still goes live almost every single night. So that's why I put her on there, because if you're someone who wants to follow someone that goes live often, Amber goes live, I would bet, about 5 nights out of the week. So yeah. And it's a good time, really good company, great friends in there, like really, really good conversation. And yeah, it'll swell your heart a little bit. Hi, Lisa. All right, I see people are just saying hi to each other. If I miss anything, I promise I'll go back. Oh, thanks, Lori, for trying to spread me around. I share too, so, you know. All right, so let's go ahead and get things started. I'm going to try to get things done and wrapped up. I like this, you know, not go live too much longer than an hour unless, you know, we're really into a project. So that's where I'm going to try to aim it. The whole reason of why I changed my live time. So remember, my middle son, Garrett, got his license. He's now 16. We went to the Orioles game yesterday together. And while we were there, and my oldest son is 23. He lives in a town, I mean, it's a neighboring town, but it still takes about 40 minutes to get to his house. And Taylor's pretty frugal. Like, he ain't gonna spend a lot of money on gas and stuff like that with the prices the way that it is, you know. He's a personal trainer, and he's about to have his last, he's an MMA fighter, so he's about to have his last amateur fight. So, you know, he's saving his money. He's trying to save, well, I'm not saying he always spends wisely, you know, none of us do, right? But I'm just saying, if he can save money on gas, he will. So anyway, Garrett was like, "Oh, I'll come and get you. And I'll bring you." And Taylor just got a new dog. He adopted a new dog a couple of months ago. So he was like, "I'll come and get you and Nala. And you could come to the house and have dinner, hang out, and blah, blah, blah." So Taylor was like, "Yeah." Dinner, hang out with the family, and I don't have to drive or spend money. Yeah. So anyway, he did. He came, and our dogs, you know, my dog Frank and Nala spent the day together. All right, that's actually attached pretty well. That's good. All right, so that's what I'm thinking. And so, anyway, anybody that knows my Gare Bear, that's what we call Garrett, Gare Bear. He's my child that's 6'8", you know what I mean? He's a big teddy bear, but anyway, he is like an old man in a sense. When he sits down, he just like, he falls out, right? So, he, you know, they clowned around and threw baseball and blah, 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 and chitty-chatted and all the things, and then Garrett passed out on the couch. So anyway, he was like, he come to, he's like, "Mom, I don't know if I can drive there and back to Salisbury." That's where my son lives. He was like, "There and back. I'm just clipping up some of this fern, and not get tired, you know, because it's dark." He just got his license this week. So I was like, well, I'm committed to something. And then Taylor's like, "Well, I've got to get up really early. I've got clients." He's a personal trainer, so he's like, "I got clients coming." He's like, "So I got to get home, you know, decent time." He's probably still got meal prep, you know, he does all that stuff, right? He's real good to his body. I mean, what, except for the fighting part, but you know what I mean, like, he's real in shape. So anyway, so I just had to shift things around, y'all, just a minor, you know, but you'll forgive me, right? I feel like you will, because I'll tell you what, I didn't realize what this was going to feel like. I'm sure this is what my mom always felt like when her boys came home on Sundays, you know, for dinner, but man, it fills my cup to have all three of my babies under the same roof, and we're just eating together, talking together, like just hanging out together. Oh, it's like my best. It's the favorite. It's my favorite. So anyway, it's worth it. It's worth it. Right? Hey, Amanda. What's up, lady? My purple lover friend. We both love purple. So, oh, I think you asked to join on video, but that was probably a mistake, right? I've done that before. Family, yeah. I mean, it's like not that big of a deal, right? You know, it's not. It's just a little, you know. It's just a fun 10 days of lives. I was trying to be, you know, all planning and all of that. But you know what? Hey, let's talk about that. Let's talk about the 10 days of lives, because it does take planning. I have planned out all these projects. Super excited. So nothing's going to be the same at all. We're going to kind of we're going to focus first on some everyday stuff. Just some stuff, you know, I want to do another boho look. You know, I love the boho. Another coastal look. You know, I love the coastal. So just some things like that. I have one look that's really, like, it's not necessarily season specific, but it's a purple look, Amanda. Yeah, love the purple. So those are, you know, so we got a couple of everyday looks, and we're gonna work on all different kinds of bases. So some will be grapevine, some will be swags, love swag. Some will be moss. I have both square and oval. Not the thick oval, but the thinner one, just in case you're wondering. And then I also am going to do like a candlestick piece. And then, you know, the boho look will be another beaded look. I'm going to do way more florals on that one though. So it's not going to be just like the simple kind of look in the center. I'm going to do like a half crescent of florals and pampas. So it's going to be really cool. I just got a lot planned out for you. And then once we get through a couple of those everydays, we're going to transition to some falls. It'll include something like, hey, I've got something listed in my Etsy that I did last year. And for those of you that are new to me or you've been following me, you know that I just opened up my shop. It'll be a year ago next month. So I'm brand new to this, total rookie, total rookie. Actually, I'm going to pull that out. I'm going to put that in the bow. That's a perfect small piece for the bow. So anyway, I have some pieces that I made for last year's fall, which meant that I made them in the very beginning of me opening up my shop. And I've just, I've changed and transitioned a little bit. And, like you just kind of find some different ways and things to do it. And so anyway, I've got this one fall piece that I love every single one of the elements. Like I love the pumpkins, I love the ribbon, I love the flowers. I just don't like the placement. So we're going to tear that up. That's going to be one of our projects. We're going to tear that up, put that together, make the changes on that. Yeah, and then a couple more fall pieces, and then we're going to end our 10 days with a Halloween piece. So that's what we're going to, that's all right. Fingers crossed. So that's the plan. Hopefully you like it. Hey, Nadia. Oh, wait. Candy's on here. Candy is not that purple skull wreath you made last year was fun. Oh, hey, Kelly. What's up, my girl? Oh, Candy, I see. She said you are not a rookie. Well, I mean, you know what I mean, right? But what are you? You're on a cruise in the Bahamas. What are you doing on here, lady? Are you all tan, looking good, like golden? I wish I need a vacation. I feel like it. Our vacation is planned for November. So I got a little bit more time. But I hope you had a good time. I hope you got to rest and recharge and all those things. Reconnect with your husband. All that good stuff. Like I always think about, so I love movies. My husband and I are real into movies. They're like, anyway, and I love like Vince Vaughn. So there was a movie he did with Sarah Jessica Parker. I can't remember the name of it. No, it wasn't Vince Vaughn. It was the guy with the nose, Owen Wilson. And he didn't want to like leave his house. What was the name of that movie? Or was it, hold on, I might be confusing a whole lot of different actors together. It was the movie where he didn't want to move out of the house, and his parents were like, wanted to be empty nesters. He was like in his 30s or something, like real successful. And so they hired this lady to kind of like make him think, and it was Sarah Jessica Parker. What is that movie? Actually, now that I say that, I think it was Matthew McConaughey in that. Anyway, I think about the parents, because remember when they finally got by themselves and they like didn't know what to do, and the man was like, do I walk around the house naked, or what do you do? Do you even like each other? That was one of the things the mom said. She was like, I'm scared to be alone. This is so different when your kids aren't around, right? All right, I need my scissors. Where's my ribbon scissors? There they are. Failure to launch. Thank you. Yeah, see, you knew what I was talking about. Great movie. It was Matthew McConaughey, right? I was mixing up everybody and their brother. I think it was Sarah Jessica Parker and Matthew McConaughey. And then it was the lady from Misery, Kathy Bates, right? Wasn't she the mom? Yeah, I think. Anyway. So tonight for dinner, since I had my boys together, I made chicken fajitas. All right, directional ribbon, y'all. Cross your fingers for me. I made chicken fajitas and strawberry shortcake. So, what did y'all have? What did you have for your dinner? Hey, Colette. Misery, yes. I can't watch that movie. I can't watch things if people get hurt and stuff like that. Like, it sits with me too much. I know that sounds like it's such a like a wussy thing to say or whatever, but I can't. Like, I'll think about it forever. I tried. Like my husband, when we first got married, he's a real big movie person. Him and Garrett go to the movies all the time. I usually bow out. This is my thoughts on the movies are this. They are so dang expensive, and the moment you get me in a dark place where I'm not having to move around, get something, do something, or whatever, I, guess what? Fall asleep. Why am I going to pay $30 for a nap when I can take one right here, right here, for free? So that's why I'm always like, you boys go watch your action stuffs. I'll stay here, you know. I'll watch my Firefly Lane and stuff like that, right? I'm totally fine with that. But every once in a while, Bobby's like, oh, we should go to the movies. However, he kind of lost a little bit of his, like, I don't have a whole lot of, because he took me to see Saw. Y'all, anybody here seen Saw? Anybody into that kind of stuff? I'm not into that kind of stuff, by the way. Never have been. I didn't even like the fake ones, the ones that you're like, oh, run, because you know what's going to happen. Run. Yeah, no, I didn't even get into them. I did not like them. No. Yeah, he told me to see Saw. I was not the same for a long time. I was like, what is wrong with people? Oh my God. I don't like that kind of stuff. Like, I love Morgan Freeman, and I love, oh, what's the Judd girl? I love her. Ashley Judd, the actress? Yeah, I love her, but I can't watch that, scary movie they did about the serial killer. I can't do it. Anyway, how are we talking about this? I don't know. Wait, she was legit one of the best scary movies when it came out. Oh, Saw. It was like, and yeah, and you're in a theater, and so it's like when he was like, oh, I can't. No, never mind. Erase it from my mind. Let's go back to the fajita conversation. Let's go back to that. What do y'all like on your fajitas? I don't know why he took me to see it. I know. I told him, I'm like, I'm so much more of like a Sex in the City. Like, you know what I mean? I'm so much more like a Notebook kind of girl. You know what I mean? I'm so not a Saw person. But, you know, Heather, I guess he figured we were married. What was I going to do right now? He loves that kind of stuff. You know, some people do. Some people love that stuff. Now, with that said, I will watch me a Discovery Channel about some true crime, something, and the forensics files, and something. Oh, I'll watch that all day long. Yeah, so I don't know why and what's the difference. I have no idea. Don't ask me. I'm a strange duck. I totally claim it. Totally claim it. Like, for instance, I can't do... Look, I will do anything for my children up and until they bleed. When they bleed, I'm out. Mostly because I will pass out. I can't stand it. Can't stand any of that. But if something's dead, I have no problems with it. Like when I was in college, you know, I was on a biology, this is where I'm at with the bow, by the way, y'all. I was on a biology route, and so there was a time when I had an anatomy class, and a part of that class was cadavers. Had no problems with that. None. Smells horrendous. I had no problems with it. I was totally disassociated with it. It did not bother me. But put me in like a quest where they're drawing blood, and I'm like, I'm passing out. I can't do it. I can't do it. Anyway, we all have our strengths. I know mine, and that is not it. That's what my husband said. He's like, what are you going to do if you're ever home alone? I'm like, man, I'm going to pray. I'm going to pray. I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to throw a lot of towels at him. I don't know. I'll figure it out, I guess. Oh, thanks. Hey, Tracy, how are ya? Hey, y'all. Tracy, that's in here, my friend. I'm going to have to cut this and then make the loops because of the way that this is shaped. So, look, this is how I did my my one directional bee ribbon with this one, right? So what I did was, because of the way that it goes in the direction, I made my loop like this. So the bee is upright, right? I made my loop, I pinched it, I made a tail, and I did 2 of those, right? So they're 2 individual loops. However, if I go with that same game plan here, do you see that my bees are upside down? So I'm going to go ahead and clip the strip off. And I'm going to have to start with the end that I clipped. I'm telling y'all, that one directional ribbon is like a dang calculus problem. Like, why you gotta be like this? You're not that special. All right, maybe you are, because I chose 2 of you, so apparently. Anyway, I don't know why I'm talking to my ribbon, y'all, but anyway, so that has been my night, and so when I get off of here, I'm gonna clean up from dinner. I made strawberry shortcake for dessert, and then I guess I'll take a ride into town with my son, and I'll watch my friend Nadia and my friend Patricia. Look at the one tail. I cannot judge distance or length or anything. Like, if I tell you something's 8 inches, you best go behind me and measure that sucker, because it's probably really 12. You know what I mean? I'm so bad at it. So bad at it. All right, this expandable ribbon, which I love. I'm sure maybe y'all have found it in other places, but so far I have found this at General Wholesale. So that's where I get it. Bees are cute but stingy. Yes, they are. I have grown a fondness to bees, mostly for personal reason. My son's best friend was in a motorcycle accident. He was in a coma for about 6 months, and he did not make it out of that coma. And during his fight for his life, his mom would journal, you know, what was going on with him. And she said that during that time in her life, like, all of a sudden just bees were everywhere, just everywhere for her. So I don't know, it's kind of grown somewhat of a meaning, you know. I see it all the time on her post, and I just loved Cody. He was just a special kid and special young man. So anyway, it means something. So when I see him, I love it. It reminds me of him, right? And anybody that's ever lost anybody, especially a child, you know, people will tell you that the one thing they want you to do is to just never forget them, right? That's so don't not talk about them. Don't, seriously, you know, a lot of grieving moms will tell you that. Don't, what they're most afraid of is them not being remembered. So anyway, just a little something. So I love bees. I love seeing them. Gives me a good little feeling. Plus, they're like everywhere now. They're in all the decor. I mean, you can't, bees and lemons, y'all. Bees and lemons. You know what I mean? Is like the fad. And buffalo check. I guess we're really going for it. All right, so this is my bow. I've got a lot of little long loops and things like that. I got a lot of things I need to move around and all of that, but we've got a good start. So I'm going to zip tie this together. I'm a zip tie lover. I love a zip tie. Hey, Jamie. You may have missed this, but where did I find the bee ribbon? Okay, so all the bee ribbons. Okay. So look, I have gotten various bee ribbons from various people. So what I'm going to tell you is where I buy, and then you can shop around. So one of them, I definitely did get one of these bee ribbons from General Wholesale, definitely. And in fact, I have another 1 inch that I didn't use that has like a mustard color yellow bees on it that I know for sure I got from General Wholesale. So check them out. So General Wholesale's number 1. Number 2, Big Sugar Creek Farm. She sells and does live sales every other week, and she sells in ribbons to bows. She has had several lots of bee ribbon, various bee ribbon. It might not be this bee ribbon particularly, but she's also gotten like some bee ribbon in burlap. She's also had bee ribbon in velvet. It was on like a brown velvet. It was, I already had a lot of bee ribbon, so I didn't get it, but just saying, she had really good options. And then she and Amanda with Joycey Lane Designs, they buy together at Market. So check out, you know, if you don't see between General Wholesale and Michelle, then check out Amanda's shop with Joycey Lane and see what she has. Now, it's Amanda's week for the live sale and Ribbons to Bows. So, you know, maybe you want to join Ribbons to Bows too. And then that way you can check out the live sale, because a lot of times, like I got all of mine in the live sale, and so it's cheaper. She does a discount in them. So that's where I buy them. So anyway, long answer, long tail answer, right? I should be better, especially now that I'm going live a lot more, about writing where I get my supplies. Most of the, like greenery and florals are a little bit easier for me because I only buy them from like 2 places, 3 places. But ribbon is harder, I should say. And I'm just using floral wire that I get from Walmart. It comes in a bag, it hangs on a wall. It's like 98 cents for, I don't know how many pieces it is, but it's amazing. And that's what I use to attach a lot of my stuff on. Really all my wreaths. I was going to say grapevines, but really everything. All right, so I'm just going to play around with my loops. You know how that goes, right? I won't do it too much though, because I am going to put some greeneries and floral in here. So I know that this is going to change up its look a couple of different times, but I at least want to get a vicinity of where I want some of the loops, the different bees. Look, y'all, I'm pretty dang proud of myself. I got these bees all in the right direction and nobody hanging out upside down. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Growth. Growth, y'all. Growth. All right. I am going to cut some of these tails right now because I just feel like it's in the way. But I'm going to go a little bit shorter than maybe what I anticipate, just in case, right? Because I can't add it back. So Kelly, is my girl Kelly still on here in Fargo with us? It's going to change to now, by the way. Y'all, tell my friend Kelly that she has to do a work event in Fargo in September so she can be with me. Tell her. Give her peer pressure. Plus, we're going to golf. I mean, come on. Well, I mean, I can't golf, but I'm going to make a pretend. I cannot hit a golf ball long. It like, I'm a lefty, so I think I don't know, forget but it's one of them things. I'm pretty sure it's a slice. And, but my short game, like my putt-putt's good. I got a good putt-putt. But on my long game, it's a little bad. It's a little bad. It's not very good. Anybody here really good golfers? Or really any sport? Anybody here? My dad played very competitive, very like traveled to like national tournaments to do. Did I just? Okay, I thought I cut myself. Traveled to like national tournaments to play softball until he was like, and he was a pitcher. I think I did. Let me put a Band-Aid on it because I'm messing with cream ribbon. I thought that I hit myself. Anyway, yeah, he played competitive softball. I mean, modified, like the ones where you like wing it. It's not like the slow arch. He played that until he was like 40. let's see, he became a pup when he was 41. Taylor was, so maybe like 46. Taylor was like maybe 5 when he quit. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Like 45. I'm 45. You told me I had to go play a softball. Well, like maybe kickball with like one of the big balls, you know, with just some friends. I might do that, but like competitive, like travel to national tournaments and spend money on, no. No, my body's broke. You can hit the ball straight is what you do. Of course you do it well, Kelly. Of course you do. But that's why you would be on my team. So it's me and Sam. And you know, we are fun people. So Kelly, you're going to want to come. So we're fun people. And you know we're going to have Tanya there, right? You know. I can't wait to see my girl Tanya. And it's her 50th birthday in September. Tanya's 50th birthday is in September. It's like, no, Tanya's 50th birthday is in August. It was around the original date. That's right. So, but we can still celebrate it when we get there in September. All right. All right. So now, y'all, we've got a little bit of greenery. We got a little bit of action with our bow going on. We're going to now go in with some like florals and things like that. Ooh, let's cut that. This one. And I'm sure some of these tails are probably going to get shortened along the way. I'm sure of it. But let's start now with what we have, and then we can change up. All right. I've got a couple more spots that I can see, like right here. I want to load with some asparagus ferns. So let me cut one more piece and do that. You used to swim competitively when you were younger. I could see that. I could see that about you. You're muscular, Carlene, and swimming takes amazing, like, physical stamina. For sure. All right, so one of the things that we're going to do tonight is we are going to steam our flowers. So I did not come up with this. I was not bright enough to think of this. I think, okay, so I'm going to try to trace this back to its origins, to its original DNA. I learned it from my girl Candy, who's in the Bahamas, but still somehow made it to show up for her girl. Thank you, Candy. I learned it from her, but she told me she learned it from JoJo. So if you don't follow JoJo, JoJo is with JoJo's Rustic Remnants, and she does fantastic stuff. Fantastic stuff. She does home decor and recent holiday decor too, but like her spin on it is just awesome. This is very unique. I mean, I've seen her do like arrangements in an antique typewriter. So very cool, right? So anyway, JoJo. But JoJo said she learned it from Michelle at the Greenery Gal. So follow the DNA. But we are going to steam, nonetheless, we're going to steam these magnolias because this one's actually alright, but a couple of these are folded in, like they're folded in where they've been in like my flower bins. And then most especially these ranunculuses, see how they're like smushed up? It looks like a croissant. We're going to fix that uber quick. Like, look at this guy. I can't put him in a wreath. He's saying. He's saying. Kimmery. Hey, lady. How's married life treating ya? Congratulations again. Yes, of course Tanya's going to be there. You think I'm going to be in the state of North Dakota and Tanya's not going to be there? I just saw your comment. Hey, Sherelle. What's up? Samantha. White Bayou Recent Supply still has that. Oh, do they? Oh, awesome. I love them too. I order from them too. I get, I've gotten quite a few of my swag bases from them and my, pretty sure it was my moss bases. And when I do that, I load up on other things that they have. So really all I'm doing is just taking, and I'll go right in with the steam. Like at first I get real close until it starts to open up and then I back up a little bit. And then once I can see that it opens, I just kind of take it and hold it like that, like in the opposite direction. And then when I release it and it cools off, it doesn't look like a football anymore. There we go. Looks like that. So see, we went looking like a football. So this is kind of semi-footballish. We'll fix that one. But it's not really that bad. Oops, sorry. And I love these. This is just a garment steamer, clothes steamer, whatever you want to call it. I got mine from Amazon. If you like this specific one, I think it was like 20 bucks, 1988 or something like that. If you like this specific one, it's in my link tree, which is on my profile on my Amazon shop, and it's under craft tools. So, and there we go. So now, so that easy. All right, now let's do the wrinkly ones. All right. Now, with these magnolias, I have found that even though I steam them to get the petals to be like not kind of curled, I still have to apply a lot of times like hot glue to them, to some of the petals in the back, to keep them open because they want to flop in. Now, I have gotten some magnolias from Jen at Jam Designs that were, I mean, like unreal. I also got some magnolias from Michelle at Big Sugar Creek Farm. In fact, she had them on sale on her sale last week. And those were fantastic. Like, I didn't have to glue anything. So I just think, you know, some of these like more cost-effective ones from Michael's and Hobby Lobby, and even the Walmart one. So see, it'll open it up, but it'll still kind of like flop around. So you see how like that one flops in? Whoop, that one. So a lot of times I'll put like, I'll tag it with some hot glue like that. All right, so I've got one more that was a wrinkly mess. This one, and then I'm gonna turn off my steamer and we'll get to going. It's kind of funny, like from this view, like you just see it kind of like just relax. It's like, oh. Alright, I need to use my hands for a second, kind of, while it's hot, and use that heat to open it up. What brand of steamer do I have, Cindy? This is, I don't know. I have the box right. My craft and office room is right outside my laundry room. Go figure, right? Can't get that far away from a dang laundry. I can look on the box, but it's in my Amazon shop. But Cindy, if you want to, I can look after the live's over, and I can message it to you, since I'm pretty sure you follow me, so I think it'll let me message you. I think so. Anyway, I'll message you, or you could shoot me a message and just be like steamer, and then I'll respond with the brand. All right, so I'm gonna go in right now with magnolias. We're gonna go with the big flowers first, and then we'll go to the small. Then we'll go back to some greenery. That's kind of my recipe of what I do, right? I usually start with one main greenery. It's usually whatever is going to be my longest or most prominent greenery. And then sometimes I will pick two for that though. So it's not always one, sometimes it's two. So, and then I kind of go in with my florals, and then I go back to, so see, that's what I'm talking about. See that? Let me get my, so all I do is I put a dollop of glue, like the teeniest, tiniest dollop on the petal behind it, and then I just hold it. And then that way it'll stay open. There we go. Think of it as like hairspray for the hair. Right? All right. This one's doing it too. I'm gonna go ahead and hot glue it while I have it right here. So like a couple of weeks ago, I decided, so I'm a huge, well, I was a huge soda drinker, diet soda. Huge diet soda. We used to be Diet Dr. Pepper until my dentist told me how bad it was for your teeth. He said it's awful. I'm also, like, I love lemons, raw lemons, and you know they're terrible for your teeth. So he told me, he was like, it's better for you to eat like several raw lemons a day than it is to drink Diet Dr. Pepper. I'm like, okay. So I gave up Diet Dr. Pepper, and of course that went to Diet Coke. I was like obsessed with it. Like I had to have it every day. And then it got to a point that was all I drank. I didn't even drink water. I drank my 1 cup of coffee, and then I went right to Diet Coke. So anyway, I gave it up a couple weeks ago. Then I decided to go back on Weight Watchers. Then I decided that maybe, you know, I should be more active. So I started like half working out. You know, half. I'm gonna say half. Anyway, I don't know why we do these things. But I will say this, I do feel better. I do feel better that I'm drinking a whole lot more water. But I so want a Diet Coke. So bad. So bad. You're in control of your flowers, not the other way around. Yes, Michelle, that's right. Ton of dang flowers. You love Diet Root Beer. I like Diet Root Beer. I like Diet Root Beer too. I like Diet Root Beer. Yeah. I don't know what it is about carbonated drinks. Like I'm not an alcohol drinker. I mean, like I'll enjoy a cocktail, you know, if I'm somewhere with the girls or whatever, like a margarita is calling my name or like things like that. But I mean, like in general, like I don't drink alcohol. So I feel like if I want a diet soda, dang it. But it just seems like everything nowadays is just loaded with just about everything that it can be that's bad for you. Ooh. These antennae have to, no, they cannot be hidden. They are too dang cute. So I'm going to put the ribbon inside. Those antennae are so cute. I'm probably going to curl this ribbon, so we'll see. So see, this is what I mean by how they'll droop down. So Sherelle, your first in-person wreath class, girl. So y'all that are on here watching, give Sherelle some kudos and some love. Tell her, hey, if you're not following her, please do. It's Crafty Pants. She does amazing work, and she just had her first ever in-person wreath class this weekend. So, and then turned around and had her anniversary the same time. So look at her. She's like doing all the things. So give her mad props, because that is not easy to do. Put that on and execute and set up and clean up and all the things. So I'm proud of you, girl. She's been doing online ones too. So make sure you check her out. So this is what I wanted to remind you all. So this is something I figured out. So apparently with a follow, now Facebook doesn't necessarily have your live notifications turned on. So it used to be when you followed someone, it's kind of like you would get their live notifications. So I'm picking up something from my friend Patricia. She's telling all of her friends when they're joining, hey, listen, if you really want to, be there for this 10 days of lives, I would love for you to. And if you want to get those notifications, I don't have like a text system or anything like that. But while you're inside this live right now, if you tap anywhere like on the screen, the 3 dots will pop up into the corner and you click on them and it'll say turn on live notifications, and you can do that. Or if you just like or love, heart this live, I can send you an invite to follow me. And then from there, if you catch me, live. So if you're watching the replay, same thing. As you're watching the replay, you have to be inside the live, but you can click on the 3 dots. So there, I just opened it up with some glue. Click on the 3 dots and turn on live notifications. And then what will happen is when I go live, at least it'll ding on your phone, or like if you have an Apple Watch or something like that that's synced with your phone, it'll ding and tell you that I'm live, or, you know, if you're otherwise occupied, which, hey, we all have lives, right? But at least when you go back to your Facebook app and log in, it'll pop up highlighted as a notification, and you can just go back and watch the replay and not even have to like look for it. So if you're interested, you know, I would love that. So yeah, so I'm gonna go in now with some smaller, those ranunculus that we just puffed up a little bit. We're gonna pop those in just a couple of places. So not many, just a couple. I kind of like to make sure that even my sides and my top and all of that, all the places are like I've paid attention to them. They're not forgotten. So, sorry if you can hear them out there kidding and carrying on. They've done nothing but tease each other the whole time they've been here. The whole time. So. I'm probably going to have to trim those up even more because I feel like it's like really, let's see what I want to do here. We're going to go shorter. Maybe not necessarily with the window pane, but we're going to go shorter with some of these other ones. I think Nadia tonight is going to do a boho pumpkin piece. So if that's something that interests you, check her out, Nadia's Crafty Corner. So I was saying in the post, like it is not easy when your business like depends on the marketing of everything that happens online and social media. You know, when you have a store, a brick and mortar that somebody can walk into, I mean, yeah, you have a lot more expense and stuff in that, but people can learn who you are and what your personality is and all those kind of things, you know what I mean? And when you're online, I think they miss that part of it, right? So, you know, those of us that make, that's why we really kind of depend on our social media and our lives and things like that. So everything that I'm making will be listed in my Etsy shop. Everything will be listed within 24 hours. So if you're interested in something that's already made, if you are local to me, make sure you reach out to me through a message because I do give my local customers a discount simply to give you back the savings of the shipping fees and the shipping expenses that I would have in like a box and all of that stuff. Believe it or not, it's really expensive. But I pass that savings on to you if you're a local customer and I can meet you. So make sure you reach out to me and I'll give you a special coupon for that. And if you make and you just want some inspiration and ideas and just to hang out with another maker, like quite a few of my friends in here are, well then I love to have you. Anything you want to know or any supplies, places I've gotten things, you know, where I've learned things. I am a big believer in my, my design coaches and all of that. So anyway, any of that, I am a complete open book. Whatever you want to know, let me know. If you don't want to comment here, and if I miss it during the actual live, I'll go back in the replay and I'll comment to you. But if you don't want to comment here and you just want to message me privately, please do that. You're welcome to. And if you don't have Messenger, and I know a lot of people don't like Messenger, that's fine. If you want my email address, it's on my Facebook profile. It's in my contact us on my link tree. So there's lots of ways you can get in touch with me. So lots and lots of ways. Feel free to reach out. All right, so now we're gonna go in with some filler. So we've got kind of like all of our whites and creams. I'm gonna need to go overboard. We've got like a lot of this. There we go. Sorry, it was, whoops. There we go. So now it's hanging. And we'll move just to make sure you can see that it's a bee. I want to make sure you can tell it's a bee. There we go. There we go. All right. Okay. Sorry. Nitpicking. I'm nitpicking, y'all. And so each night, out of these 10 nights, or it might not always be a night, y'all, because maybe on one of the weekends I might go live in the morning. You never know. You never know. And it probably will get later in the evenings. And then I always do have my craft around the clock. So I'll incorporate those in too. So like tomorrow night at 7 o'clock is craft around the clock. So that'll be incorporated in our lives. So thank you so much for being here for it. I really, really appreciate it. Have I noticed the superstar designers watching? Wait, what? Who's the superstar designers? Why did you say that? To somebody who's watching? Who, what? Is that Damon? Hey, thanks. Kara, what's up, girl? Oh, you can catch the replay. How you doing? How's your craft space? Oh. Well, thanks for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. I love all my friends are here. This is not easy doing this. Everybody that does coaching, and when you listen to all the smart people that are, give you life advice, and they always say things like this: the amazing stuff happens in the uncomfortable. Like, who volunteers to be uncomfortable? Like, nobody volunteers. But anyway, I'm trying to sign up for it. I'm enlisting. I'm gonna be super uncomfortable. What I want to do is to get done with these 10 days, because I have more than 10 projects. If I'm gonna be honest with you, I got 22 projects sitting here right now that I'm looking at that I could do. So I'm like, if I get through these 10 days, my goal is to be so comfortable in my uncomfortable that I keep going. So let's see if that happens. Let's see if that happens. I just need to make sure that I don't, this is not like there. You go hang out where I tell you hang out. I just want to make sure, I balance everything. And so I figured this was a really good time because the kids are getting ready to be on summer vacation. Garrett's finally got his license, even though he don't want to always drive by himself. He's finally got his license, so he can take himself to all the things, So, so that's what we're doing. All right, so I feel like she needs something. Don't you think? Is it me? Like, I feel like she needs something here. Something. I don't know. Oh, is Patricia on here? Hey, lady. So now I get nervous. I do get nervous, actually. I do get nervous. I can hide it well. I haven't really shared a whole lot about like my work career with all of you all, but my friend Kelly, who's on here, I work with her. She knows like my past. I've been on stage and in front of a lot of people. It is far harder to present in person than it is virtually, in my opinion. It's all hard. So it's not the presenting. It's not being live and all of that. It's not that. It's I'm super uncomfortable with being like judged, or I'm really, really sassy. They say, the same people that tell you that you live in the uncomfortable that the good things happening uncomfortable. The same ones will tell you being a bigger person and walking away is nothing, and I am like, so like, ah! So anyway, anyway, I needed to do a lot of, I don't know, just searching in myself. Like, was I going to be okay with being my authentic self and being okay with people not liking me? And so, you know, when I finally came to the answer of yes with those things, then I started to ask myself other questions. Okay, so if you're okay with that, okay, so if you're okay with that, are you okay with making things in front of people? And maybe they won't always like them. And I came to the decision that, yes, I'm okay with that too. So it's baby steps, and I'm learning and I'm growing, and I'm not saying that I will always be, you know, a perfect young lady. I might show my butt sometimes if somebody calls for it. But all in all, I'm just, you know, I'm going to give it a solid effort, solid try. It's just those keyboard warriors, you know. And people are just ridiculous. So ridiculous. But we can't let those things get in the way of our dreams, and I realize that. And so that is what I am, for lack of a better term, like fighting through. You know what I mean? Like, I'm fighting through that. So, is what it is. And I have other dreams. So, but yeah, I can be really, really sassy. Like, really, really sassy. Little sailor mouth, a little comes out of there. My head bebops. You know, all those things. It just, whew. Anyway. And I've already had a couple of people that have said some things, mostly on my Pinterest lives, because that audience is so big. Those people are really brave. They'll say anything. So I've had some people, it's like one guy told me one day, well, one guy told me to shut up. One guy told me one day he didn't say gross. He said, you are, what did he, basically he was calling me ugly, but I can't remember the word he used now. You are, Lori, I think you were on there that night, weren't you? I think Misty was on there with the Crafty Farmers. He was like, I don't know, anyway, he said something. It was fine, whatever. I just blocked him. It's no big deal. That stuff doesn't bother me. I've had some ladies make some comments about my makes, you know. Your bow's too big. Your video's too fast. You're making me seasick. I'm like, oh my goodness. It's supposed to be a fun video. It's not supposed to be a tutorial. It's supposed to be a fun video, like, woo, here it is. Go check it out. You know what I mean? It's not supposed to be like, anyway, it is what it is. And sometimes I can take those things in stride, and when I do get hurt about it, I just reach out to my coaches. Most of the time, it's like somebody like a Candy. I'm like, so should I snap back or should I, like, what's appropriate? I don't know what, it's like Talladega Nights. I don't know what to do with my hands. Like, do I come back and say what's on my mind, or do I respectfully just look away? And ultimately, they are right in their advice. You just respectfully look away. Right? Right. The bigger, the better. Oh, with the bows and stuff like that? Yeah. There was one lady, she's that jewel piece that I made in the wall sconce. And I made that really big bow. And if you watched live, well, I mean, maybe, you know, maybe not everybody wants to watch live. That's fine, whatever. But anyway, if you watched live, I was like, hey, I'm putting this big bow on here. Some like big 4-inch bow. But I guess she didn't like it, or she didn't watch the live and didn't get the memo. But she was like, that bow covers up everything. I was like, yup. Winning. Alright, I'm just giving something underneath of my bow here. Oh yeah. Alright. I still feel like this bee deserves a little something pretty. Right here. I don't know what that is, so I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna. That's just rested in there, but nah, I don't know. What would be cute there? I don't know. What do you think? It's just like stuck in there. You haven't been, wait, the dang new, oh wait, what? The stickers? I don't know why people can't, you know, scroll on. Patricia, you're exactly right. I know, that's what, I say that all the time. That's like my analogy is like, when you're watching a TV show and you don't like it, do you start crazily screaming at the TV, at the actors that you think are bad, or the show, or the producer about the storyline, or whatever? Like, do you start doing that? Oh my God, you suck. Do you start? No. You know what do? Grab your remote and you turn the channel. That's why I'm like, why can't people do that? I don't know if they think because we're live and we're accessible that they can unleash their hurt and madness on us. I'm not sure what the answer is. I really don't know, but I just know that it can't be a bunch of crazy people yelling at their television. So why do they do it to social media? Just take your thumb or your pointer finger. I'm a pointer finger kind of girl. And like, move it. It's crazy to me. Mind blowing. All right, so I have some of these like really, wild ferns. I'm pretty sure I got these from, I think I got these from Jam Designs, my last order from Jen. Sometimes I will confuse what I get from Jen and what I get from General Wholesale because I depend on the two of them a lot for like my greeneries and stuff like that. And like, so anyway, a lot of times I'll confuse the two of them. So if you hear me say one and then you go on there and you don't see it, then check the other. That's what I'm trying to say. All right. So I just want to fill in like on the sides here of the grapevine, like as you're making it, I want to fill it in so that there's more like greenery. Plus I like variety. I really do like variety. I think it variety lends to interest, right? Like it doesn't make it so that the piece is like blah and boring. So I'm a big greenery person. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. So you have those from yes. I think I saw you using them the other night. Yes. You're right. Yeah. You know what? What happens is you find like some really good staples. There's also this, and it's like in a dusted, and I'm pretty sure I got some of that from Michelle at Big Sugar Creek Farm the first time, and then I think I got some from Jen too. But yeah. And let me tell y'all, if you have not ordered from Jen, well, first of all, if you're in the, sorry, I slammed down my thing, and Frank thinks somebody's here. Did you hear my grandbaby dog? Taylor brought his dog over. He named her Nala. She looks like, actually she looks like Damon's dog Rue, but she's white with black spots, but she's that same type of dog, like same stand and build. And she's beautiful. He rescued, or well, she was rehomed to him. Not necessarily rescued, but rehomed to him a couple of months ago. And it's his baby. All right. I did not leave these in. I'm not sold on these being there, but I know I want something, friends, and I don't know what it is. So I'm going to toy around with it and look at it. I'll figure it out. Anybody got any ideas or suggestions? Or maybe I'll watch the comments for tonight if anybody's catching the replay or has any suggestions. And then maybe I'll add it for the pictures. So, and I'll get this listed tomorrow and I'll get pictures and stuff. How about a small something on the neck of the, yeah, like a, with that mesh ribbon. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Like, what could we put here? Like, bling? I don't know, bling and farmhouse. I have bling, or, ooh, hold on. Oh, you know what? I might have a perfect ribbon that's like, it's like a burlap with lace in the middle, and it's only 1 inch. But it's in my other. Could maybe do that. You think maybe like something like that? Or are you thinking like a choker? You said a small bow with curly tails. Lori, you thinking like a... I have this. And it's not wired. Or I have this. I could go with the gingham up there. Do you think that's too much gingham? What do you think? She needs it. I think so too. All right, hold on. Let's see. Let's see. A neck choker. All right, let's do a little bow and hold it up. And if it's not that, then we'll do a little choker. How about that? That would be a choker. And I do have Totally Dazzled. It's just I was thinking maybe bling and farmhouse wouldn't be what am I trying to say? Wouldn't jive, wouldn't jam. What do you think about that with some long tails? Oh wait, there, hold on. Almost fell over, y'all. Hold on. Maybe a little bit smaller. Anyway, what do you think? The bow or the choker? The bow works? Okay, let's do it. All right, let me cut a strip. Long tails and a little bit of curl. Crew is in there yelling at them. He's mad. They love to get him going, man. They love to get him going. He's just now started to be able to tell when people are joking, so now he'll be like, "You joking me?" Instead of all the way falling. Look, he's still, look. He mad. Told you. Okay, going in with this. He mad. Y'all look. The crew don't play. Like, I'm scared. You like it with the, yes, Lori, thank you. That was a great idea. I'm going to take floral wire. I'm just going to wrap it around to tie it off, and then I'm going to twist it really tight in the back to make a pick to just stick right into the moss. Like the faces I'm making. Thank you. That was a great idea. I just couldn't get there. I couldn't get there, but I knew my girl Lori. Somebody. I knew somebody would help me out, but Lori comes through clutch all the time. I love Lori. She is great for telling me about sales, so I spend my money really well. I'm just teasing, Lori. I love you. I love you so much. Plus, we both have the same sassy personality, so we can sass with each other, and we get it. All right. Right? We get it. Like, she will type out something, and it'll be exactly like what I was thinking or what I was about to type out. I'm like, I'm glad. And then she'll do it to me, too. She'll be like, I'm glad you said it, not me. We say that back and forth to each other all day. Glad you said it, not me. You gotta have people like that in your life, guys, that just kind of get you in your quirkiness, right? And I think these are some things that even like my family doesn't get about my quirkiness, right? So you just gotta have those things in your life so you feel understood. It's totally fine. It's fine. All right. There There we go. It took a lot of thumb strength to get that bad boy in there. And then you think curl? We'll probably need a glue stick for this because it's so much smaller, right? Nah, look at the ends. I'm gonna have to reverse curl and glue that because the ends are ugly. Sorry. You guys are just watching some of the housekeeping, and then I think we're gonna be done. There we go. I just glued down the, geez Louise, the end and the back. There we go. Let me do this other side. This is that, let me see, Michael's? Let me see, where did I get this from? Yeah, Michael's. I got it at Michael's, but I got it when their Christmas stuff went like 80% off. So I got this roll of ribbon for like, it was like 80 cents or something crazy. And I got a couple of them. Because I figured, even though it was in Christmas, like getting them never goes out. Okay, so there we go. So now we got those two kind of stuck under. They're not gonna fray. Hold on, one more little fray piece. I feel like I was sewing. All right, now we can curl. Maybe match the top. There we go. And I might root through some of my spare flowers that I have and maybe find like a little tiny white something and put in the middle there to hide it. But this is what we got, y'all. For the most part, it's done. So here, let's go. Thanks for hanging out with me. I really, really appreciate it. And like I said, don't forget my friends that are coming up later, like Patricia with Wildflower LA. She was in here in the comments. Make sure you check her out. She said she's making something fun tonight. Then my friend Nadia with Nadia's Crafty Corner. She's making something tonight at 8 o'clock. Ooh, when I stuck that on there, I really stuck that on there. All right, there we go. So now you can see up close what we have. And so some magnolia, a big, fantastic bow. So that's what we have, a lot of fern. So there you go, you guys. All right, so I'll get some good pictures of this in the morning and I'll get it posted and stuff. So thanks for your help. I really, really appreciate it. And then, like I said, Amber with Crazy Crafty Mama, she goes live like almost every single night. So might want to check her out too if you love to watch live crafting and stuff. So I really appreciate it. You guys sticking around and having fun with me tonight. I appreciate it. So tomorrow will be 7 o'clock Eastern. It'll be Craft Around the Clock. And our project, let me look. So our project is going to be a sunflower swag. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do a nice, quick and easy sunflower swag. Nothing crazy over the top. So just a fun little easy something to put together that will last you like through the summer, late summer, and even into when you're ready to put up some of that fall stuff. So that's what we'll be working on. Remember, we're going to work ourselves from every day to fall to Halloween by the time we finish the 10 days. So I hope you enjoy it. Thanks so much. I'll post a finished picture. And if you're catching me on the replay, hopefully you click the live notifications like I said, and you follow me. So I hope you enjoy it. Remember what I said, be kind. We need more kindness in this world. So thanks for stopping in. I really appreciate you guys spending your time with me, seriously. So hope I see you again. See ya. Bye.